Let us now start with the anomalous behavior of water, and we are going to study it with the help of Hope's apparatus. So the Hope's apparatus has got certain parts. What are these various parts? Let's try and understand it. Firstly, the Hope's apparatus comprises of a cylindrical container. So you can see this is a cylindrical container. In this container, we have taken water, and the water is at about 12 degrees Celsius temperature. So the water is taken, filled into this container, cylindrical container up till the top, and you have to leave a little space on the top, and it has water which is about at 12 degree Celsius temperature. Now surrounding this cylindrical container, somewhere in the center, is a flat bowl. So a flat bowl has been fixed onto the cylindrical container. So this is the flat bowl. In the flat bowl, we have taken freezing mixture. Freezing mixture is a mixture of sodium chloride, that is common salt, that is NaCl, and ice. When you mix NaCl, that is common salt, and ice together, you get freezing mixture. Now this freezing mixture helps us to attain a temperature that is even below minus 20 degree Celsius. So you are getting very low temperature so that this particular experiment can be conducted. So freezing mixture is taken here, and a temperature below minus 20 degree is obtained with this mixture. So this freezing mixture actually lowers the freezing point of water, and you even get water in liquid state at such low temperatures. So this is freezing mixture. So this is what is the arrangement that we need to make. Apart from that, we have a arrangement for placing two thermometers. So here we have one thermometer, that is T2, and one below, that is T1. So we have arrangements for two thermometers, T1 and T2, one above and one below the flat bowl. Now let us commence with the experiment. What is going to happen when you fill water at 12 degree into the cylindrical container and you have taken freezing mixture in the bowl? Let us see how water behaves exceptionally, and let us understand the anomalous behavior of water. Now besides this, we have a graphical representation also. This is y-axis. On the y-axis, we have taken temperature in degrees Celsius. This is 0, 4, 8, and 12. And on the x-axis, we have showing the time that is taken in minutes. So it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45 minutes time that we have shown on the x-axis. Now initially, the temperature of water is 12 degree Celsius in the cylindrical container. So both the thermometers, these are the two curves that we have obtained for the two thermometers. So initially we find that the temperature in both the thermometers is same, that is 12 degree Celsius. So these thermometers are going to measure the temperature of the water in the cylindrical container. So initially we find that both the thermometers T1 and T2 showed a temperature of 12 degree Celsius. Now next what happens? Since we have kept the flat bowl in this particular part of the cylindrical container, the water in this portion starts cooling first. So as soon as the water cools down, we know that it is going to contract, as all liquids contract on cooling. Similarly, water also starts contracting from 12 degree. It will come down to 11, 10, 9, 8, and so on. So we find that the water in this portion of the cylindrical container starts cooling first. And as soon as it starts cooling, it contracts and its volume decreases and the density increases. So the water that is heavy is going to move downwards. So the heavy water is starting to move in a downward direction. Now this is water is very cold, and now what happens is that the temperature in the thermometer T1 starts falling down, and we find that the thermometer T1 starts showing you temperatures from 12 degree it comes down to somewhere 8 degrees, 7 degrees, 6 degrees. So initially we find that the thermometer T1 only shows the drop in temperature. This is because the water in this portion of the cylindrical container is getting cooled first. Gradually you find that the thermometer T1 shows you a temperature of 4 degree Celsius. Whereas in this portion you continue to see temperatures of this particular thermometer does not show a substantial drop in temperature. So 4 degree temperature is attained by thermometer T1 first. Now, as soon as the thermometer T1 shows you a temperature of 4 degrees, next what will happen? Now, water up till here in this portion is at 4 degrees. Now, any further cooling of water in this portion of the cylindrical container will show anomalous behavior of water. Means, now if the water that is at 4 degree is cooled further by the freezing mixture, now instead of contracting, it will start expanding. So its volume will increase and density will decrease. So as soon as the water in this portion is cooled below 4 degree, its volume is going to increase and density is decreasing. So if the density of water is less, it will start moving upwards. So all cold water starts moving upwards. Now the thermometer T2 will show drop in temperature. Now there will be a drop in temperature of thermometer T2. It also shows from 12 degree it comes down to 10 and then 8 and then finally it also comes down to 4. So there will be a time when you will find that temperature in both the thermometers is same, that is 4 degree Celsius. Now this is shown by this dotted line over here, the intersection point of the two thermometers, that is if corresponds to the temperature that is 4 degrees. And what does this 4 degree indicate? That is volume of water is minimum and density is maximum at 4 degree Celsius. So this 4 degree corresponds to volume of water that is minimum, whereas density is maximum at 4 degree Celsius. Then if water in the entire container here is at 4 degrees Celsius, then what will happen? Any further cooling in any part of this container is going to show anomalous behavior of water, and continuously the water will keep on expanding and the density will keep on decreasing and it will start moving upwards only. So this thermometer T2 now shows you sharp fall in temperature. Quickly the temperature starts falling down, and now you find that from 4 it goes down to 3, 2, 1 and then finally 0. Now if we see this graph here, what do we find? That a thermometer T2 reaches 0 degrees Celsius temperature in about 32 minutes. Whereas now once the temperature in the thermometer T2 becomes 0 degrees, that is the freezing point of water. You can see a thin film of ice that is formed over here. Now this process of cooling continues, and gradually you will find that the lower one, that is T1 thermometer, also shows drop in temperature, and it will also show temperatures 3, 2, 1, but it will require very ideal conditions to form the ice in the entire container, because we do not want any kind of loss of heat to the surroundings, because we are carrying it out in an open surrounding. But if ideal conditions are maintained, then you will find that even T1 can show you 0 degree, but for that very idealistic conditions are required. So the thermometer T1, if you see here, it takes a little more time to reach 0 degree Celsius temperature. That is about it is going to take 44 minutes. That is more than T1. So it is going to take more than T2, and it's going to take a little more time than T2 to reach 0 degree Celsius temperature. So this is what is anomalous behavior of water. I hope you have understood this. that is how water behaves in a exceptional way within the temperature range of 4 to 0. So as soon as we started cooling water below 4 degrees, instead of contracting, it started expanding, and when it expanded, its volume increased and density decreased, and all the water, cool water, started occupying top layers over here. And so T2 is going to show you drop in temperature to 0 degrees Celsius first. So that is what is anomalous behavior of water, which we have understood it with the help of a Hope's apparatus. So volume of water is maximum and its density is minimum at 0 degrees Celsius. Since the density of water is minimum at 0 degrees Celsius, we find that ice floats on water. Hence, ice floats on water. So anything that is solid is considered to be heavy and it should settle down. But that is not in the case of water when it is in frozen form. So that is because why does ice float? Because its freezing point is 0 degrees, and we find that the density at 0 degrees is minimum, and hence we find that the ice floats on water. So this is what is all about anomalous behavior of water with the help of Hope's apparatus.